friends, welcome back. And if you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Tracy, and today I wanted to go ahead and start a new vlog. I got a couple of things going on today, so I plan on taking you guys with me. One being a baseball game. Every year, most of the time, we try to at least go to one baseball game. Baseball is not my favorite sport. Football is. But, you know, we got to support the team. We got to support the team whether they winning or losing, child. We got to support them. So we are going to go to the Cincinnati Reds game today. So I'm going to take you guys on a piece of that journey with me. So in doing that, I wanted to just go ahead, start this vlog, and tell you guys about the two books that one definitely I am going to put on this vlog, and I'm pretty sure this other one I'm going to show you as well. But I'm going to introduce to you the Covert Seduction by Zariah L. Banks. And I already introduced this book in my September possibilities. So that video is now up, so you can go ahead. You probably have already viewed it, actually, and hopefully, and if you haven't, what you waiting for? So this book, I already told you guys about it. However, this book is about Aubrey, which is our female main character, and Sydney, which is our main male character. Aubrey is like the cyber police, a cyber policeman, and Sydney is a he's a job recruiter, and I believe their targeted audience or targeted group of people are like college students, and so they run into each other, where I won't say where, but they run into each other. Mind you, she has not been in a relationship for a while. I don't think that that's a spoiler, but anywho, I'm trying to think. This is not like a friends to lovers trope or enemies to lovers. I think this would just be like a fresh romance type trope mixed with Aubrey trying to solve a crime. Okay, so far, guys, I've already started this. I am already on chapter 7. Let me see. I'm on chapter 7. This book she's a Black author, an indie author, okay? I actually read one of her books already, In the Key of Summer. Great, great book. I absolutely love the way that this author, I don't know if it's a thing with her, but she uses everyday, and I say everyday, regular, ordinary people in her stories. And what I mean by that is, you know, not a lot of the romances, but I've come to find out, like, most of the very popular authors that write romance, a lot of their characters are, you know, very well-to-do. They can, you know, go on all these extravagant dates and do all of these things, but these people are just very hardworking. Not that I know they're hardworking, but you know what I mean. They're just regular, ordinary people that we can relate to, or that I can relate to, okay? Because, you know, some of y'all got the cheese, you feel me? But, you know, they're very relatable. The situations, the dates, all of it is just very simplistic, beautiful still. She really has a lot of themes. She touches, you know, this is not just a romance, you know, oh, you pretty much know what's going to happen at the end. It has no depth to it. It's not super deep that, you know, it's not super deep, but it's just not about romance. You know, it's just not about the spice. It really has some depth to it. I guess I'm explaining it. Explaining it the best way that I can. And so far she always has a few themes in it. She's touching on a lot of things, and I love that. I love it. I'm loving this book already. Like, I probably could have finished this book in a day, for real. We have a holiday going on, so I probably will finish it by then. I got a busy weekend, but so far so good, Zariah. So I really like this one. And then the next book that I have now, this author, I actually had one of her books, Behind Her Eyes, that I kind of wanted to read first, but she's come out with a new release already. And so I kind of want to start, since she's new to me, I want to start with her newest and go backwards. So I'm going to go ahead, and this is the season, I guess. I'm going to go ahead, and I'm putting my toe in the water on this one, y'all, because y'all know I don't do horror, and I don't know that this book is leaning towards being horror, but the cover alone scared me, baby. The cover alone, okay? We Live Here Now by Sarah Pembroke. This cover, you know, it's got me a little doubtful, okay? But I hear it's really good, and I wanted to go ahead and get that in before October. That way I can tell you guys if it's worth reading in October, okay? We're going to try to do that for you, all right? I really love the little sprayed edges. You know, every book got these edges now, which is fine with me, because my main thing is it's a hardback, and even if it wasn't, y'all know me. I just want to read the book. I just want to read the book. This book is very short. It is less than 300 pages. It's less than 300 pages, I believe. And so this will probably be a piece of cake as well. Yes, less than 300. I'm going to go ahead and read the synopsis on this book. And this is considered a gothic thriller, okay? After an accident that nearly killed her, Emily and her husband, Freddie, moved from London to a beautiful Dartmoor country house called Larkin Lodge. The house is gorgeous, striking, and to Emily, something about it feels deeply wrong. Now, see, if you already know, then what we doing, okay? Why we going there? Why is he moving my stuff there, okay? Old boards creak at night, fires go out, and books fall from the shelves, okay? I'm already packed. My stuff already in the car. You hear what I'm saying? But we know how this goes. Some people just gotta be talking about, what? Who's that? What's that sound? Not me. Not me. I'm taking me and my little, you know what? Well, with the book, okay, and we gone. But anyway, the books fall from the shelves, and all of it stems from the terrible presence she feels in the third floor bedroom. But these things happen only when Emily's alone. No. So are they happening at all? She's still medically fragile. Okay, she got some stuff going on. Her post-sepsis condition can cause hallucinatory side effects, which means she can't fully trust her own senses. Freddie doesn't notice anything odd and is happy with their chance at a fresh start. Of course he don't. Emily, however, starts to believe that the house is being haunted by someone who was murdered in it, though she can find no evidence of a wrongful death. As bizarre events pile up and her marriage starts to crumble, Emily becomes obsessed with discovering the truth about the Larkin Lodge. But if the house has secrets, so do Emily and her husband. And they live here now. No, we don't. No, we do not. We don't. This book would be called We Don't Live Here Anymore. Okay? But it sounds like it is going to be so good. I can't wait to read it. They got the little stuff on the black. I don't know if that's blood or what. Is that roots with blood on it? My God, today. I don't know. But it seemed like it's going to be good, y'all. So I'm about to get ready to get out of here. Like I said, I'm gonna take you guys on this game with me. And we will tap back in when I have some updates for you. Until then, see you later, guys. Can you feel the water?
Yeah, I felt.
Welcome to Great American Ballpark for tonight's game against the St. Louis Cardinals. Be sure to get your Reds.
There we go, Jeff. There we go.
Hello, book friends. So I wanted to just pop in real quick and give you guys a little update on Covert Seduction by Zariah L. Banks. I do apologize in advance for the lighting because I am driving, and so every time I hit a patch of trees, the sun goes bye-bye. So right now I'm about almost halfway through the book, and guys, it's still good for me. It's still a page turner. I am not bored at all with this story. Right now we have Aubrey and Sydney, where they are pretty much, without saying a whole lot, really forming a foundation in their relationship. At this point, I think they're on date number 3, and you know, the book is the book is not that long, so they're jumping right into somewhat of a serious relationship by the 3rd day. And I know it's kind of like, that's not a reality, but shoot, in some people's, you know, in real life, there are people who, you know, may fall in love really quick. I don't think it's an insta love. Some people may say it's an insta love. So, you know, right off jump, if you feel like by the 3rd date, someone falling really hard for somebody is not your jam, and you're like, yeah, I don't like insta love, then you probably won't like this book. But I think, you know, it's, you know, like I said, for the length of the book, I mean, it's cool. It's cool. I don't think that it overshadows the book, because there is not, right now, there is not like a lot of, you know, stuff going on where it's spicy, so spicy that's overshadowing the story. So I'm gonna get off my soapbox about that. But like I said, they're on date number 3 and really, you know, trying to learn each other. And now there is a part in the book where Aubrey, being cyber police, is starting to come out a little bit. And what I'm saying is, like, in her profession, a lot of times people who she following her, okay, I'll just put it like that. You know, once they, you know, figure out who she is or whatever, you know, they start to follow her. So she is currently working with a client, and she's starting to believe that somebody that, you know, that whoever this criminal is kind of, I guess, figuring out who she is. So, and I could totally be off. I'm assuming that's what it, you know, that's what it is. I could totally be wrong, guys, because, you know, it could go either way. So, really, that's really what has been going on so far in the storyline. Just the building of the relationship and their jobs. And right now, you know, both of them are very, very much into their jobs. He travels a lot, being a recruiter for the company he works for. And she travels a lot based on her clientele. Or, well, she doesn't travel a lot, but her job requires her to do certain traveling, but hers is a lot of intense, you know, surfing the net and, you know, trying to figure out things. So that's hours upon hours of time. So that's pretty much where we are in the story. It is taking somewhat of a turn, which is keeping me pretty interested, because I didn't say she was being followed, but she's kind of being followed right now. So trying to figure out who this is, because it's a couple of scenarios. It's a couple of scenarios that, you know, either one of those scenarios could be that person. So not knowing who that is keeping it kind of intense. So that's where we are now in the story. I had a very busy weekend, so I was hoping that today is Sunday. I think I started the vlog on yesterday, which was Saturday when we went to the game. So I was hoping that I would get a lot read today, and I still very well may, because tomorrow's Labor Day, so we got some time off. I plan to like really chillax a little bit and get into that, so I can go ahead and jump into the other book that I'm reading, We Live Here Now. And so we shall see, guys. And if I come up with anything else bookish, I will hop back on. Hey friends, in editing, I realized that I had deleted one of my clips with the final thoughts on the book Covert, Seduction by Zoria L. Banks. Guys, this book was so good. This is a fresh and new author. So many tropes and themes in this book. You had a single dad trope, working two jobs. You know, we are navigating diabetes in this book. There's such a sense of community in this book. There's a slight age gap in this book. Guys, I thoroughly enjoyed this book. This book will be released on October 7th of this year. You gotta get it. Hello. Just hopping on real quick to start this vlog for the book We Live Here Now by Sarah Penborough. Enjoying it so much already. I am probably on like chapter 15. One thing I like about this book is literally the chapters are like maybe a page and a half. One chapter was literally half a page. So I'm really loving that. You have your two main POVs. Emily, she's our main female character, and then you have Freddie, her husband, being the main male character. And I'm telling you, out the gate, you know, you're getting the creepiness. You are getting the creepiness. Pretty much where I am now, you know, Emily, and a lot of this that I'm about to tell you is in the synopsis, really. But Emily had some type of accident or something to where she is now on a bunch of medication. She's walking with a cane. And she was hospitalized for a minute. And so during her hospitalization, her husband decides that they make, I guess they both decided, but that they were going to move out in the country, somewhere in London or something, move out in the country to this house. The house sits like off somewhere by itself, even though there are neighbors around, but this house kind of sits off. Based on the book, it's just a dreamy place to be. But when they arrive there, I believe it's like really gray, and I think it's just colder months now, so you're not seeing a lot of flowers and whatnot. But he finally gets her home from the hospital, and right off jump, she's getting out of the car, and she just automatically doesn't feel right about this place. And like I said before, I would have been getting back in that car, child. But it wouldn't be no story now, would it? So, she's in the house trying to get settled, all the things. And, everything that's mentioned in the synopsis, it feeling creepy, hearing noises, this mysterious nail that is mentioned in the synopsis, it has shown up. I won't say how, because you read it and you'll find out. It always feels cold in the house. She also, I believe she's on medication as well, which causes hallucinations. And so, you kind of take that into account and wonder if a lot of the things that she's experiencing is from the medication. She has something called sepsis or whatever, like her condition, period. If that is, part of why she's feeling a lot of, or, feeling and seeing a lot of things that she's experiencing. So, it's definitely a page turner for real. It's a lot going on in every little chapter. So I'm excited about this book. We shall see. That's pretty much where I am. They have some friends. They come visit them in town, from out of town, and then they also have met their neighbors at this point, and so they've gone into the town. They're just trying to learn about, the new place where they are, their surroundings or whatnot. So, like I said, it got me. Now, it's one of those books where, you trying to see, you side-eyeing a little bit of everybody, so I don't know that this is a whodunit, but I don't know. It's really good right now, so I'm looking forward to seeing over the weekend, what's really going on, okay? So until I have something else bookish, you guys, I will see you the next time. Good morning, friends. Good morning. It is Saturday morning here. And I was stopping by the Friends of the Public Library, as I usually do. And I couldn't really record in there because on Saturdays it's just super packed. Honestly, I did not even expect to get a lot. Because I was a little late getting here. I wasn't here like when it first opened. And excuse me, it's always packed, lots of book lovers, all the things. And so oh my gosh. So let me rewind. Yesterday, I did a little clip. I had went to TJ Maxx because there was a certain book, and honestly, I didn't even realize. I'm starting to see more and more that TJ Maxx is carrying books. And so I was in there last weekend and saw that they had a specific book, guys. And so I didn't pick it up because I'm like, well, I probably could find it cheaper at Friends of the Public Library. I'll just wait it out. Like I told you guys, I'm really pretty patient. I've already read the book, but when I read it, I had got it from the library. And so I was waiting to get me a trophy copy. So it really, really was not a rush. And guys, first of all, I think I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I got 12 books in my bag. All right. So anywho, I went specifically because I saw this particular book in there, and I didn't get it. And so I went back on last night hoping that I could find it, because I'm like, you know what? I'm probably not going to find it any cheaper. It's a very popular book, so I doubt that I will even see it in the Friends of the Public Library anytime soon. Y'all, I cannot make this up. I could have did a flip, and I know I'm being dramatic. I could have did a flip when I got in this store and saw this book. I am so excited. I got The Women by Kristen Hanna. I'm telling you, I have been wanting this book for the longest, because I read this book last winter, I want to say. But I always say this, I was just walking along and I saw this book or whatever. But guys, on the straight up, I was just walking. I had already hit the jackpot as soon as I got in there. And I'm going to share that book with you as well. But then I was just walking and I happened to look down and saw this book. And guys, I'm just so excited. It's in really good condition. I was going to get it from, go ahead and just get it from thriftbooks.com. I think it was like $12. Friends, I got this one for $6. Okay? Patience, my friends. That's all it takes, and I am so excited. Okay, this next book, I literally just did a video on Friday. No, I just did a video that I uploaded today. And I didn't have the hard copy of this book either. Y'all. Y'all, I'm telling you, I can't make this up. 7 days in June. 7 days in June. Oh my gosh. I am so excited. All right, let me calm down. Okay. So, I have one more that I have quite a few more, but I have one more once again that I am really excited about because this book just came out, child. This book just came out. I have it on my wish list on Amazon. But lo and beholden, God is good to me. Lisa Jackson. It happened on the lake. Y'all, now, this is a little compact version, and the words are tiny. The words are tiny, but let me tell you something. I just want to read the book. It's a brand new book. I don't know if, someone just bought it. The retail on this thing, it's not even on here. I don't know if somebody just bought it, read it, and just got rid of it, because some people do that. They do that. They don't want to keep the book. But thank you, whoever you are, thank you. I am so super excited about that one. And then I'm going to share the rest of them with you. I also have just another missing person by Gillian McAllister, and he's the one who wrote he did why can't I think of it? I just read the book. I know he did Wrong Place, Wrong Time, but oh gosh, that's gonna eat me up. I can't think of it right now. I'll put it on the screen. I also got Archer's Voice and by Mia Sheridan. Now, this particular book, I heard about this book all last winter, all last summer. And I've never read a book by this author, but I heard this love story was absolutely a tearjerker, and I saw it. And in the Friends of the Public Library, they do have a shelf of books that have been autographed. And of course, people are staring at me. And of course, their autographs, they may have the person that they actually autographed for, that person. It might have their name in it, but the thing is, Mia's signature is in it. So I got that one. Then I also got, okay, let me do these together. So, I just did a haul not too long ago with some Kristen Hanna books that I have found. She's an auto buy for me ever since I read The Women. So I've been trying to get all the books I can on her backlog because all of her stories are, just reading the synopsis on the back of the book, they have me. So I came across Kristen Hanna Angel Falls and Kristen Hanna Homefront. And both of these are for sure older books, but hey, you know what? It's okay. It's okay. They're going to get read eventually. Those are some nice little cozy reads. Then another book that I came across that I'm super excited about is Silver Sparrow by Tayari Jones. Now, Tayari Jones wrote The American Marriage, and I read that book probably a couple of months ago. She was a new author to me at the time. Let me tell you something. She's an auto buy for me too. She is an auto buy, and lo and beholden, I was looking down, and I didn't even read what this book was about. I didn't even read what it was about. But for $3, baby, I had to get, and it's flopping, okay? Yeah, if you know, you know. All right. So, I have, let me see, what else do I have here? Okay, so we do have another book here. And I believe this is a new release too, if I'm not mistaken. No, it's not. But this one came out in 2021. But it's a book that was on my list. And I have been wanting to get this. Every time I go to the airport, I see this book. You know, I see it everywhere, but mostly I see it when I go to the airport. But I never picked it up, and I'm glad I didn't because, you know, I got it for $3, y'all. Nice hardcover. Nice. All right. And then these next, Sherry Lapina, What Have You Done? I have all of her books now. I'm hoping I don't have this book. I feel like I should have checked my list before I bought this. But I feel like I have this. I did check my list, and I don't think I have this one. But anywho, Sherry Lapina, What Have You Done? And then the last two books that I have are The Perfect Roommate by Minka Kent. I literally just put her on my list a couple of weeks ago. And then When I Was You. And both of these are thrillers. So, guys, you know what? I did good today. And I promise you, I was not even going in the bookstore for that. I actually was supposed to meet with another booktuber that I found out lived in my area. And she actually works here. And I've seen her. So I had came in this morning or this early afternoon in hopes that I could catch up with her, but she has not come in to work yet, and her sister got to go. I got to go. So I will catch up with her when I see her. But in the meantime, friends, I don't really have an update on We Live Here Now. I did get some reading done last night, but I want to at least get halfway through the book, which will probably be later tonight. And then I'll probably pop back on and fill you guys in. If not, I will fill you in on tomorrow before I go on a little family outing to Kings Island, which is one of our largest amusement parks here in Ohio or in Cincinnati. So I will probably update you guys and take you along with me on tomorrow. So unless I come up with something else bookish, I will see you later. Hey y'all, hey. So it is Sunday and we are heading out to Kings Island, which is our amusement park here in Ohio. It's actually the largest amusement park in the Midwest. So we are heading out for the fall vibes on today. I'll be sure to kind of give you guys a peek of any of the fall harvest, Halloween, whatever they got going on up there. I'll make sure I get a clip for you guys. But I wanted to hop on real quick to give you an update. We Live Here Now by Sarah Pembroke. So I am about, I want to say I'm about 60% into the book. I was really hoping that I would finish this book today. I may still finish it because we're going out early. Hopefully spend a few hours there with the grandchildren, child, because I'm not riding on no rides. I'm going for the food and the funnel cakes, all right? That's what we going for, all right? So, anywho, I'm about 60% through this book, and it is now starting to pick up. It's a lot of creepy scenes going on, and unfortunately, it's still Emily, who is our main female character, who is only seeing and experiencing the things that are going on in this house. I mean, we already know from the synopsis some of the things that are going on, but I'm telling you, it gets detailed. And since I've been reading, we have another POV, honey, and it is the raven that is hanging around their house. At one point, it got in their house. And so this raven got some things to say too, okay? So That is a new twist, a new scene. For me, I haven't read a book yet that I believe where one of the POVs is an animal. Okay, so it's pretty cool. I'm loving it. I really try to honestly read this book when it's daylight because some of the scenes for me are pretty creepy. I don't like creepy because my brain holds stuff at night. Okay, my brain, and I just can't do it at night. I have to do it through the day when I get consumed with other stuff. You feel me? So, anywho, it's not so scary that I'm gonna put it down. I mean, I'm almost done with it. So if something do jump off, I'm gonna just have to, you know, grin and bear it, and then find me a real happy book. Okay, so guys, the next time you see me will be when I finish this book. So if you are not already and you're not out in the streets and enjoying this beautiful Sunday, I know it's beautiful here. You guys have the rest of a happy Sunday, and I will see you soon. Bye. Get the vacation you expect. I was hello, friends. I wanted to hop on. It's been a few days since my last clip, and I have done a lot, but unfortunately, I haven't been able to tape a lot or record a lot. Just a busy work week and all the things. Okay, your girl still gotta work that job. I'm reading Love Mom, and that one is a page turner. I'm really enjoying that. You have your female main character. Her name is Mackenzie Casper, and she is the daughter of her mom's the author, and I cannot think of her mom's name, mainly because it comes out the gate where her mother becomes unalived in an accident. This is not a spoiler. Matter of fact, it's right on the synopsis of the book. Her mom becomes unalived in an accident. And basically, Mackenzie, or they call her Kenzie, Kenzie is pretty much trying to figure out whether or not it was in fact an accident, based off the fact that she is starting to receive these letters shortly after her mom's death. And I won't go into what those letters are about because those are kind of like the puzzle pieces of the story. But it's really good. If I didn't have to, I wouldn't put the book down. It is going, like, it's reading really good. I'm reading it on Xyla, my Kindle, so it's really going fast. But I'm about 40% through the book already. And I'll probably be done with it, if not tomorrow, at least by Friday. So I'm looking to give my final thoughts on that book. Like I said, I'm really enjoying it. And that's that. And honestly, guys, I can't even remember. Did I give you guys my last thoughts on We Live Here Now? Honestly, I can't even remember if I gave y'all my last thoughts on that one. We Live Here Now by Sarah Penbrough. I think I did, but in case I didn't, I don't know. The hype was real on this one. The hype was real. I was hyped about it. You guys know that. It was pretty good. I don't really know that I liked the way the book ended though. It was creepy and all the things. It gave you all the little, scary feelings that you probably would want to get during October. I don't really celebrate Halloween, but for those who do, all those type of feels, the creepy haunted house, the gothic, all of those things, you're going to get that from this book. However, the actual storyline, the plot of the book, I think I just expected a more thrilling ending. And I don't feel like I did. I really also don't even feel like, because I was thinking, based off of like solving the mystery, so to speak, that, well, yeah, I mean, the mystery was solved. It was solved and they figured out, I think, figuring out why the house is haunted and all of those things, you pretty much go through that, but I just don't feel like it was as thrilling, if I'm making sense. Maybe I'm not, but all the hype about this book, it wasn't as thrilling as I thought it would be. So I'll just say that. Would I recommend this book to someone? Absolutely. Absolutely. I think I gave this book, and I can't remember, I'll put it on the screen. I think I ended up giving this one a 3.5 stars, maybe. But anywho, I still will recommend it. I will recommend it for those who love thrillers, okay? And so that's where I am now. When I either get to something else bookish, which I doubt I will before I finish Love Mom, which will probably be the end of this vlog, I will come back. But other than that, I will see you guys on the next clip. Until then, bye. Hey friends, hey. So I wanted to give you guys my final thoughts on Love Mom. Man, the twists and the turns, okay? This book was absolutely amazing to me. I really, really enjoyed it. Man, I mean, it even had a subplot, okay? I'm gonna tell you that much. Had the subplots, had the twist, the ending. I would have never guessed it. I would have never guessed the ending. And my friends, that's what I call a thriller. That's what I call a thriller. So I'm not going to say a whole lot more about it other than y'all need to read it. Especially the thriller girlies. Y'all need to grab it. It was great. It was a great ride. That's all I'm gonna say. All right. Till next time, guys. Keep being who you are, and that's a star. Talk to you soon.